Hello ladies, and welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I am in my closet and we are getting ready to have some closet chit chat. I haven't done that with you guys in a minute, and I felt inspired and led to do that tonight. So this is not going to be a long video. This is just something that just fell in my spirit and came on my heart, and I said, okay, I'm going to share this with my ladies. So to all of my MAPS ladies, my middle-aged, purposeful, and stylish sisters, I have some things that I want to share with you tonight because, you know, as you all know, that we are, today is Sunday, October 26th, 27th, whatever. I don't even know what day it is. But anyway, we're in the last part of October. And once we jump into November, to me, in my world, the holiday season has officially begun. That's when we begin to know, you know, what parties are going to be coming up, what things we're going to have to do when it comes to work, what Christmas party is going to be happening. It'll be for your spouse or for yourself, what your kids are going to be involved in. Pretty much around this time going into November, you know what your social calendar is going to be. You kind of can start figuring out what your obligations are going to be. And I know what kind of stress comes with that. That just fell on me. What kind of stress can come with the holidays when we have to meet demands, not only for work, our children, our spouses, our family members, extended family members, and on top of that, the pressures that can come with the holidays. Now, honey, it is the most wonderful time of the year, my favorite time of the year, but with that also comes a lot of responsibility, honey, and it normally pretty much falls on, I don't care how tight you run your household. Me and my husband are partners as well. I have an amazing husband, but still, when it comes to shopping and doing a lot of in my household now, my husband will go with me, but when it comes to Christmas gifts for extended family, normally that falls on me. And I don't have a problem with that, but I'm just saying, when you're talking about responsibilities, that pretty much falls on the woman. And we already have to work. You already have a lot of obligations you have to meet. Honey, you still don't have to stop going to work just because we're in the holiday season. And I want to share with you some tips and things that you can do to have a stress-free 2024 holiday season, because it's all about being stress-free. It's all about going through life with ease, and it's all about setting ourselves up to succeed. And that means saying no when we need to say no. That means that you have to move and adjust some things in order for you to be in your same place and have peace, then that's what we want to do. So if that sounds like something you'll be interested in, how to avoid the holiday hustle and bustle and stress, girl, if you want to go through the holidays with simplicity and ease, honey, and living that soft life, then stay tuned. Okay, girls, welcome back. But before we jump into this video, look at this mug, y'all. This is not a mug. Look at this wine glass. This is my makeup mirror. I'm sorry, she's being disrespectful, so let me turn her around. Let me show y'all this real quick. If y'all don't have this Simply, I'm gonna blind y'all, this Simply Human Ting magnification, which I think this light might be the reason why my eyes is bad. But anyway, I love this light. 10 times magnification by Simply Human. Lovely, lovely mirror. You can get it from Dillard's, Bed Bath & Beyond, or Google it. Probably can get it from Amazon. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. See how I get sidetracked? Let's get into this lovely mug. This is not a mug. This lovely metal and gold. I hope you guys can see the detail on it. This is a stunning mug. And this is the one, I think I mentioned it in one of my videos prior, one of my haul video, that this is the one I called back for and told them to listen. Go ahead and get that from across the aisle, girl, and put it at the checkout, because I'm coming back to get it. So y'all can get y'all something to drink. I will wait on y'all. Get you something to drink, sit down and relax, and let's get into some closet chit chat about the holiday season. Now, as I was stating in my intro, we are nurturers, women by nature. We want to make sure we take care of everybody. We want to make sure the home is taken care of, the children, the spouse, the partner, whoever. We want to make sure everyone is taken care of. And a lot of times that comes at our own expense, right? We want to make sure Jimmy got soccer, Susie did this, she has everything she needs, the husband has everything he needs. You know, the house has stocked and fully ready to be there for what they need, and we put ourselves last. And with the holiday season coming upon us, there's extra things that we have to do. There's extra shopping lists, there's extra guest lists, there's extra things to buy, there's extra places to go, there's just extra. It's extra. But what I want to share with you guys today, and what I want to tell you today is this: you do not have to be stressed out and running raggedy for the holiday season. Now is the perfect time for you to sit down and prioritize what you want to do. And what I mean by that is set realistic expectations about what you are going to do this holiday season, right? So we know sometimes we feel pressured. A lot of times we set a budget for what we're going to spend for the holiday, and a lot of times, myself included, I exceed that because it's one thing after the next, but we're not doing it this year. You're going to sit down right now or this week and write down who you're going to buy for, what are you going to buy, make a realistic budget, because let's just be real. Inflation is inflationing. Things have gone up, and set a budget now on what you're going to buy. So once you set your budget realistically, don't overdo it, don't exceed it, because that's going to help you stay on track. That's going to help you stay sane. It's going to keep you from unraveling, right? So we're going to set realistic expectations about who we're going to buy, what we're going to buy, and the budget that we're going to spend. Once we come up with that number, we're going to stick to it no matter what. So if that means we got to go on Amazon, that means we got to go on Groupon, whatever we need to do to stay on track with the budget, that's what we're going to do. Now, with that being said, maybe things have changed. Maybe someone in your household is not employed anymore. Maybe you're not getting the hours you used to get, or maybe you're not even employed at the moment. And if that is the case, then there's nothing wrong with reinventing the way you do Christmas. Instead of going out and spending hundreds of dollars, or trying to spend hundreds of dollars, or trying to max out your credit card, make gifts. There's nothing wrong with a good DIY. There's nothing wrong with volunteer your services. Maybe one of your family members has a dog and they work and they don't have anybody to dog walk. Maybe you can volunteer that. Or maybe you have a new married couple and they have kids or a little baby and they don't get out as much. You can volunteer. Well, you know what? Tonight, or I'm going to give them a nice card, Christmas card, and print something out really nice, or have it print out for $2 or $3 at Kinko's or Staples to say this card honors 3 babysitting services from January 2025 to March, and they can use that for however long you want to keep the kids, for a couple of hours a night or whatever. So it's other things we can do instead of spending tons and tons of money, especially if you don't have it, or especially if you don't want to exceed your budget. Now, if you have it, great. But this video is for tips and tricks to keep us stress-free, to keep us on task, to keep us sane, because we're not going to be stressed this year. So set realistic expectations, stay to your budget. Second thing I want to talk about is, when it comes to budget, when we have all these Christmas parties, whether it be for your employer, if it be for your husband, spouse, maybe you don't really want to go, but you go every year out of obligation. This is going to be the year. If you don't want to go, girl, you're not going. Let your no be no, and I don't have to give you a long, extensive list as to why I'm not going. I'm just not going. Not because there's a reason, not because I don't want to buy a gift, just because I'm not going. Whatever you need to do, girl, to keep your peace, you do that. If you don't want to go to the party, don't go. If you want to go, go. What we're not going to do too, we're not going to buy new clothes to go to these parties. I'm sure you have 1,000 sequin blouses, wide leg pants, or whatever your style is. Reach in your closet, repurpose what you have, go to the party, and enjoy yourself, because it's the holiday season and it's about not being stressed. Thirdly, what I do not like about the holiday time. Now, I love giving gifts. That's my love language. I love receiving gifts, I should say. That is my love language. When we're at work and they have these parties or the White Elephant gift exchange, I do not like buying gifts for people I do not know. And I sure don't like buying them for people I don't like. And the latter being true. They say, are you going to give? No, I'm not buying a White Elephant gift, and I'm not going to be in the line up to get one. So I'm not bringing nothing, because I'm not going to be in the line to get something. So there's nothing wrong with saying that. And honey, I say that if I'm going to the party and I don't want to participate, I don't go and I don't give nothing. Now, if you want to do that, you can, but that's another way you can free up some anxiety for yourself. Is if you don't want to go, don't go. If you don't want to bring nothing to the potluck, don't. I'm not going to take a plate, and I'm not bringing nothing for a plate. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just trying to keep it simple. We do things out of obligation, and the anxiety and the stress comes in is when we do things out of obligation. So I made up in my mind in 2024, and I've said this to my husband, I've said this to my mom a million times. I no longer do things I don't want to do. I don't care what it is. If I don't want to do it, I'm not doing it. I don't have to give you no explanation. I don't have to give you a reason. I don't do it. And I highly advise that you do what works best for you. If you don't want to go to the party, don't go. If you don't want to give a deal, don't give. Because let's be honest. One year, I think I might have got some ashtray and some dish towels. I ain't never smoked a day in my life. So what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do with that? See what I'm saying? And I'm the type of person, I try to be intentional. I try to give people something of value. So here I am in a store stressing out. I always go over the little $25 budget that they have, and I get a dish rag. And it's not, you don't give to get, but come on. I digress. Y'all know what I'm saying. So if you don't want to be a part of that, if you know that stresses you out, then don't go. You don't have to be a part of that. Or if you don't want to feel like you're not participating, go to whoever's over. Hey, here's $20 or whatever you want to give. Buy a gift just in case somebody can't give one. That way you can feel like you contributed without being, tied into it. And case in point, a friend, she's somebody that I met at work. She's nice. I like her. None of that. She's always inviting me to stuff. My weekends are very, 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 very personal to me, and that's my time. If I'm not doing something trying to create content, I'm spending time with my husband or my family. So I'm not trying to be running around all in these streets trying to hang out. That's not something I want to do. So the old me would say, "Oh no, I'm not coming." Or I would go, and the whole time I'm there regretting it, clock watching. No, are you coming? No. Well, the ticket's only $10. Girl, here goes the $10 for the ticket. I don't care. You can take the $10, spend it, buy a ticket, give it to somebody who comes. But I'm not coming. And that is so freeing when you can just tell people no and don't have to give them an explanation. Getting back on track with holidays. So now that we got that out of the way, if you don't want to be a part of the potluck, girl, don't bring nothing, don't eat nothing. Don't want to be a part of the white elephant gift, girl, don't give nothing because you're not looking to get anything. Those are two things that you can do to reduce the stress. Moving right along into holiday menus and things of that nature. There is absolutely nothing wrong. My husband and I have talked about this. Instead of me trying to stay up all night Christmas Eve or the day before, prepping the day before Christmas Eve staying up all night, there's nothing wrong with you ordering from your favorite restaurant or from your favorite caterer, from your favorite grocery store, ordering your turkey, girl, and making your sides. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't know who said we have to be up all night trying to cook everything from scratch, cook everything from homemade because it's Christmas. If you want to do that, do that. But if you want to be stress-free and you know that's going to take a lot of time and you're going to be tired, then as long as you have a hot meal for your family, and it's not about all this stuff anyway. It's about Christ. It's about being with family. It's about the joy of a holiday. It's not about all the other things that we get stressed out about. So whatever you have to do to eliminate that stress, if it being catering something, if it being picking it up, if it being you make something and that person makes something to make a meal, whatever you have to do, it's okay. And don't let people get, oh, you're not making your famous macaroni and cheese. Oh, you're not making your famous cake. No, ma'am, I'm not. I'm cooking, but I'm not doing that. Whatever you have to do to bring peace and stress to yourself, and of course you're going to say it respectfully, then do that. Don't set yourself up to be stressed out. We do that. Don't stress yourself up to be worried about trying to get all these things for our kids because we give them too much and they get all the time anyway. This is my rule. 3 things. And now I'm just the person, I want everything my kids ask for, we got it. And some. I mean, sometimes you can even hardly walk. There's so much stuff under the tree. 3 things. 1 thing that they ask for, something that they need, and then I'll surprise them with something. And that could be something small in their stocking or just something that I wanted them to have. Something that they ask for, something that they need, and something that's a little surprise. And that is not any price on that. There can be a stocking stuff, it can be a gift card, whatever. So these are little tips and tricks of things you can do to take pressure off yourselves. Talk to your family if you are on if your finances are different or you don't want to stress out your credit cards. Talk to your family about what do you really want and then move toward that. Talking to people and communicating with people and letting them know, hey, Christmas is not going to be this big grand affair this year. Or it is. And again, if you can blow out and ball and do all this for Christmas, then baby, this is not for you. But I'm talking to the people that that things have changed. They're on a budget. Their budget is smaller, or they're trying to save money, or they can do it, but they don't want to do it. Then talk to your family, excuse me, and move accordingly, because it's about you, sweetie, not being stressed. Continue to eat well. Continue to rest. Continue, if you work out, girl, work out. Continue to do your normal activities. Don't get thrown off during this holiday season, but continue to move like you normally do, and do it without stressing yourselves out. It's about the joy of the holiday. It's about family. It's about love. Those things that we have lost along the way because we're looking for a gift wrapped up in a bow, put under a tree. It's not about all of that. We're not going to be stressed. Honey, you don't have to go to every holiday party. No, I will not be there. I joyfully decline, sweetie. I don't have to give you a reason. I'm just not coming. I know the party ain't going to be the same, girl, because I'm not there. I realize that. But, girl, I'm not coming. I'm just going to stress. Now, take that plate off. I'm not going to be there. And it's okay. The world ain't going to end, baby. They still going to party. They still going to turn up or whatever they do. Or, you know, if you go to the same, them tragic work office parties. Jesus. Train wrecks. No, ma'am, I won't be there. I'll be under my blanket watching The Grinch Stole Christmas, drinking me something nice and bubbly. I won't be there. Ain't gonna lose no sleep about it. Gonna come to work and ain't even ask y'all what time y'all had either. Don't come in my office telling me about it, because I really don't care. I really don't. I want to know I would have been there. I hate holiday, and I don't want to buy nothing for people I work with either. I don't even want to be working here with y'all for these 8 hours, so let alone buying you something. So teach their own. Go to the party, girl, if that's what you want to do. For me, I will be absent. Happily absent. There were so many other things I want to talk to you guys about. Oh, for people who have, a lot of people go through seasonal depression during this time of year because they've lost a loved one, because their parents are no longer here. God forbid, a child is no longer here, and this time can be very stressful. It's perfectly okay for you to mourn. It's perfectly okay for you to pull back and take the time to yourself to reflect hopefully and joyfully on their lives and on their memories without feeling guilty like you have to show up and be on for people, because you do not. As long as you are talking to somebody that's close to you so that you don't get too down in a hole and too depressed that you can't be pulled out, but it's perfectly okay. The holiday season brings up a lot of memories. It's nostalgic. You know, you look for certain people do certain things. There's memories that are made. There's traditions that are done. And when certain people, key people in our lives, are not there, that can be very hard on people. So if you lost a loved one, again, my condolences go out to you, first of all. But it's okay if you get a little gloomy and a little sad during this time of year. You are entitled to those feelings, as long as you don't stay there, and as long as you have somebody that you can vent to, even if that means you have to speak to a professional. That's absolutely totally okay for you to do that. So just take these things into consideration, guys. Do what you want to do, ladies. Go where you want to go. Set a budget and move accordingly. Don't feel like you got to be in the kitchen cooking meals and prepping and doing all this if you don't want to do it. Continue with your self-care, girl. Continue to read your books. Continue to pour into you. Continue to, if that means on Saturday you just want to sit in your bed and watch Hallmark Christmas movies, Mom, I'm talking to you. Do that. Whatever brings you joy, because we get so caught up in the man-made hustle and bustle of this time of year that we can't even enjoy it anymore. So cook if you want to cook. Don't cook if you don't want to cook. Talk to your family. Set realistic guidelines. Set for sure a realistic budget, and move accordingly, ladies. I just want to drop that on you. I am so just moved to tell ladies it's okay to be you. It's okay to do what you want to do. It's okay to be yourself. You don't have to put on for anybody. It's okay if you don't want to run with the crowd. It's okay that if everybody's going left, you're going right. It's okay. We don't have to. I'm not doing nothing I don't want to do. Nothing. I made up my mind in 2024, and I have been consistent with that. I don't owe anybody an explanation but my husband and God. I don't owe anybody else an explanation. And we explain and try, well, no. Honey, girl, stay home, put your feet up. Get your glass of bubbly, girl, and relax. They're going to be all right. Christmas is one day. Enjoy it. Enjoy the holidays. Be safe. Stay on your budget. Talk to your family. Cook if you want to cook. And do what you want to do, girl. I just felt inspired to do this little quick one too. So I hope you guys understand the sentiments in my heart. Again, If you're a big baller and you want to spend millions of dollars for Christmas Day, girl, you do that. I'm not talking to you, but I'm talking to the women that I'm talking to. Another thing too, to my grandmoms out there, my grandmothers out there, my grandparents, my grandfathers, parents. I'm talking to the children, the grown children of the grandchildren. Do not allow your mom and your dad, your children's grandparents, to overspend, to overgive, to exceed themselves beyond their budgets, because most of our families, parents hopefully are retired or getting ready to retire, or on a fixed income, or on a, when I say fixed income, a budget. They have a monthly budget that they're trying to abide by. They don't need to be out here blowing thousands of dollars for our children. That's what we are for. But I know sometimes parents can be hard-headed and they want to do this, that, and the third. They're not going to tell you sometimes that they can't afford to do it. They just do it anyway, and then they suffer doing it. You're trying to pay the stuff off. Talk to your children. Hey, don't go to grandma and granddad asking them for all this big time stuff. Mommy and daddy will get that if we can get it. If not, let grandma and granddad buy them children some socks and give them a gift card to Chick-fil-A or wherever they want to go, because they really don't need to be out here doing that. Now, if your parents can afford to do it, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the family. I'm talking to the people. You know who I'm talking to, because they want to do this. They want to give. That's what grandparents do. But sometimes they can't, and they struggle to pay these things off. I know these things. I know this to be true. So, grandparents, we appreciate everything you do. You're not a grandparent if you don't give your kid, your grandson, $250 Jordans, or whatever the greatest shoe is, or whatever the greatest video game is. You're not a villain if you can't do that. You're not. It's the mom and dad's job to do that. You've already raised us. We're raising our children. Now you just give them, honey, the socks and the peanuts and the apples like our grandmom used to give me. You come over there and think, oh, what you got, honey? You have a bag of orange, an apple, and some pecans and a peppermint, and sit down and grab... and sit down and eat it, honey, and be just as happy. But now, honey, kids want PlayStations, they want Twitches, they want the headphones, they cost $300. They want all the things because we've spoiled them to that. We want $1,000 cell phones. My mom and dad aren't doing that. Now, not to my knowledge. Now, if y'all want to go behind my back and do it, I've already warned you. But y'all understand what I'm saying. So, yeah, so those were the points that I wanted to hit. Ladies, do you? Set your budget, girl. Set your intentions on where you're going to go, what you're not going to attend, what you're going to attend. You don't want anybody some explanation. Set your budget on what you're going to spend for each person, or whatever your holiday spending budget is, and move accordingly. That is it for today's video. This is just this. I won't even call this a video. This is just a little quick closet chit chat, honey. This is where I spill to you guys the sentiments of my heart. And I get to talk to you guys. I hope you guys found this video helpful. I know I can be a bit long-winded. I am aware of that. Please drop down in the comments if this hit you anywhere. Please drop that down in the comments. If you like the chit-chat closet chit-chat videos, honey, please let me know. But yes, it's the holiday season. It's the holiday season. We're going to turn up. We're going to be happy. We're not getting no wrinkles. We're not busting our budget when we sit down in January and look at the books. We're not going to be, oh, baby, we're in the red because we have to pay X, Y, and Z. No, ma'am. You're going to get the budget that I set for you, and you're going to be happy with that. Yes. Yes. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really appreciate you. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video, honey, with somebody who you know that may be going into this in the holiday season, so they can, honey, be free and live that soft, glamorous life. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Until the next video, I'll see you right here at Natmcrichstyle.